Hi everyone, it's April 15th, Sunday, 2012. This is my third video blog. I needed a few days to just regroup. My last blog was, I believe, on Tuesday, which I went to the plastic surgeon as well as the oncologist surgeon. It was so overwhelming that I just needed to take a step back. I needed a few days to just not think and not really talk about it and just let it kind of absorb before I was able to really make another blog that included really where we're at this point, just to bring us up current. So I'll regroup. I went to the plastic surgeon on last Tuesday, and we went over really my options, and then the afternoon I went back over to the oncology surgeon, who pretty much solidified what the surgery would be, how long, and what it would entail. So as of to date, I'm waiting on the day of surgery, which will be either May or June. They only have 2 available spots, and they're trying to switch with somebody else, so I'm still waiting to find out. Either way, it'll be either in May or it'll be in June. So as of now, I will have to get some tests before the surgery. Have to have some x-rays, blood work, EKGs, things of that nature. The day before the surgery, they will inject a radioactive blue dye, which they said really burns, but they will inject that into both of the sides of my arms, in my left underneath the arm as well as in my right, and that is for the lymph nodes, to find out if the cancer spread to any of the lymph nodes. On the day of the surgery, they look for, they called it a hot or a blue, and this has to do with the dye. They want that dye to find its way to certain lymph nodes. Whatever lymph nodes would be most susceptible to taking on the cancer at some point, that's where they want it to go. So what they do is they take out a portion of that material, that meat, and the lymph nodes, and they test it. So whatever it comes back, wherever it was drawn to, that's how many lymph nodes they take out. They're not sure how many lymph nodes until the time of that process, that surgery, but they said, I mean, they could take 15 or more, depending on where the dye was directed to. At that point, when they do that, and they take them out on either or both sides, they test it. If it comes back negative, they test it again. And then if it comes back negative, they actually chop up in little sections that material that they cut. And they take every section and they send it out for every piece that was cut in little sections, and they have all that biopsied. That takes about a week. So even after the surgery is over and everything is successful, that can come back also cancerous. If it comes back cancerous, then the process becomes a whole nother process. It's on another level, and then, you know, we have to discuss different treatment and other ways of now trying to handle the cancer where it's spread to other locations, or it's spread to the lymph nodes. That's a whole nother story, but in any case, for lack of time, excuse me, the surgeon will remove both breasts. It will be a full mastectomy, where they completely cut the entire breast off. In my left breast, as I stated before, the cancer is so aggressive, it's in the ducts. It's stage 0, which they said means that it has not spread to other areas of my body, or other areas in the breast. However, almost an oxymoron, because at the same time they said that the cancer is everywhere. It started in so many different areas in the breast, everywhere, that it's just out of control. They don't understand why or how. I also have 3 different cancers. I have calcifications where the cancers run rampant throughout there. I also have 3 tumors. The cancer where the calcifications are is over 3 inches long. The tumors are over 1 inch long a piece, and there's 3 of them, and then they found another area that they will test. It's cancerous. They will test after the breast has been removed, and they will name what that was. So three different cancers. It's like, what are the odds of that ever happening? It's just bizarre. But I'm not exempt, so I happen to be the candidate, and it is what it is. My right breast will also be removed. It was a personal decision at first because there was no site of cancer in it. However, after the MRI was performed, they found extensive background, severe background enhancement, and there was suspicion. So being that it's going to be removed anyways, they are taking samples from my lymph nodes as well to make sure that that hasn't spread beyond the breast. And then they will biopsy and further investigate on the right breast as well. So from that point, that's a 4-hour procedure. The plastic surgeon will come in after that while I'm still under anesthesia, asleep. He will then begin to perform almost like a tummy tuck, but it's a major surgery. They have to remove my stomach from hip to hip, remove the belly button, same way as similar to as a tummy tuck, a full tummy tuck. However, they have to go into my stomach wall, into the muscles, because half of my stomach will be reconstructed as a breast. The other half will be on the other side of the breast. So half of my stomach will be formed into a breast for my left side of my breast. The other one will be for my right. And they have to attach blood vessels. So it's very, very detailed. It's a pretty serious surgery. If they were to just take the meat and put it on my breast wall, it would just die. So they need to go in deeper. They need to attach blood vessels, and hopefully my chest, when they do the reconstructive surgery, will accept the transplant. If it doesn't, then we have to go back into surgery. I'm in the hospital 4 to 7 days. They said within 72 hours we should know if the body is going to reject or accept this stomach tissue. And then, as I said, they will have created this into a breast-shaped part of my body. The downtime is 5 weeks. After about a week, I'll be out of the hospital, and I will be pretty much completely incapacitated for, they said, at least 5 weeks. I'll have at least 6 draining tubes coming out of me. After the 5 weeks of not being able to drive, not really being able to move, I can't pick up more than 5 pounds. The only comfortable position, they said, is in a recliner. I really am not going to be able to do much movement at all. After the 5 weeks, if everything is successful and goes well, then the downtime will be, I think they said, another 2 to 3 months to just regain my strength and so forth. So we're talking about a major stomach, breast, and then the lymph nodes under both arms surgeries. Once the breast is healed after, I believe it's 4 weeks, they then put on the nipple. They create a nipple, and then once that heals, they tattoo the areola and the nipple. And they say it's supposed to be absolutely beautiful, very like life, very perky. The only difference is that there's no feeling in the breast anymore. So that's all I know at this point. They prescribed me a very low Valium. I'm not a pill taker, but it got to the point where I could not function. I was nauseous. I felt very uneasy. And my mind was okay, but my body, I think it was just too much. So don't take it every day. It doesn't feel anything. It's just, what is it called? Ativan for, I guess, anxiety, and it helps the nausea. So I take it. I don't really feel sick in my stomach anymore, and that's a good thing right now. So trying to think if there's anything else. So as of now, we keep our fingers crossed. We pray that they will not find, no, not that they won't find, because then that could be hidden, that they will, they test the lymph nodes and the lymph nodes come back negative of cancer. That's my prayer. My prayer also being that I'll be in under for 12 hours, that is successful with no complications, and that I wake up. And also that once they remove the breast and the plastic surgery has been performed, that I will be free of cancer completely, and that the reconstruction will have been a success. So I appreciate everybody keeping me in their prayers. Again, I'm scared to death. Let me take that word up. I'm frightened. I'm nervous, but I'm encouraged. This has been an experience already, and you don't realize the value of life until you are faced with, you know, a potential illness that can take your life sooner than you expected or anticipated. So I'm sure that this is going to be an interesting journey. I'm not really sure what God really has planned and why I got it, but I'm certainly going to use this experience to my best ability to encourage others and to make a difference. I'm not going to live with cancer or lose the fight to cancer, if that's the case, for just in vain or for naught. I'm going to take a bad situation and I'm going to turn it around for the good. And I hope that through these videos that it will bless others that are going through the same thing, and even comfort, and just know that we're not alone. There's many of us out there going through it, and that we're not alone, and that we can reach out to each other even through just video blogging and be comforted. And those that are following me, that are friends and family, or even people from afar that know me or want to be involved with this journey, I hope that these video blogs will comfort you, that will keep you abreast of what's going on. It would be impossible for me to talk to everybody, and I've tried to talk to several and repeat over and over and over, and quite honestly, it just makes you sick to your stomach. It's just too overwhelming. It's just too much. So I hope that these video blogs will help make you feel closer, and that you're still in tune and in touch with me, and just know that I love you guys, and I appreciate all the support, and I appreciate all the prayers. I do actually feel them. I appreciate it, and I do love you. Till the next video, God bless.